Hey, folks, it's Kary Oberbrunner. I have with me special guests. I have Dr. Brant Gibson. How you doing today?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Stay here, and her name is Kira Colson. How you doing today, Kira?
I'm doing blessed. How are you?
Awesome. Hey, Brant, are we getting? Is the Wi-Fi clear here? We pretty good?
It seems to be, yeah. On your end, am I looking bad? Because I can actually.
Okay, cool. Hang on, I'm gonna try one thing. I'm saying while I'm fixing my Wi-Fi, Brant, and why don't you?
We'll take it. I'll talk to Kiara for a second here. So, Kiara, you and I decided that we wanted to do a Teenfluencer Nation Summit. Why?
Because it's all about adults and teens sharing the expert knowledge that if teens can get it in now, if they can believe and just learn all of this advice now, they can really just like jump to the next level and really become who they're meant to be sooner instead of later.
Right. And how's it affected you? Because before you even became a Teenfluencer, you've actually been affected by this process.
Oh, 100%. Even just like sitting and listening to the interviews, I'm gaining so much knowledge. I'm sitting there like, whoa, I need my notebook. Like, I'm going to rewatch all of the interviews just because, like, when I'm interviewing people, I can't take notes. But, like, there's so many just, like, gold nuggets and, like, perspectives that you don't think about on a daily basis. And just, like, learning when people go through different things, and just seeing, like, what they've been through and what the advice they have, even from, like, a 13-year-old, I'm learning just as much as I'm learning from the 28-year-olds to 60-year-olds.
Right. And Michael just says 30 plus. The number keeps going up.
Yes.
Right. You keep adding, people keep going, please, I want to be in this summit. So how many people have you interviewed so far?
So I've interviewed, 35 is what I'm at. And I think we're going to have a total of 42 interviews currently.
Right. Including some of them are you, because we want to get your perspective because you're in the middle of this. I think one of the interviewers that hasn't let you schedule them yet is me. So I'll get on that as well. But it's an amazing process. I'm watching these interviews come in. I'm going, this is an amazing individual. This is an amazing individual. I can't believe they're in this. It's absolutely amazing what we're seeing. So we'll give it back to you, Kary. This is your show, but I took over.
Hey, I'm glad you did. If it skips out again, go for it. So what I want people to realize is that when I was a teenager, I mean, life was extremely tough, and depression, suicidal thoughts, self-injury, that almost took my life. And that's really the main reason why I'm getting behind Kira. I know Dr. Gibson's given a ton of help with this as well, but really, Kira, you've stepped it up. I mean, I got to be honest. When you came to me with this idea, I said, I'm all behind you. And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I hope she steps it up. But you have exceeded my expectations. And here's what I'm going to ask everybody to do. I make zero money from this. Okay. So this is purely, in fact, this is time and money that it took to do this. But I'm not trying to give a pat on my back. I'm just saying I believe in Kira. I believe in teenagers today. And it's my quote donation is to say, I'm going to give them a platform. By the way, Kira, I don't know if I told you this, but I'm going to send out a super intense email to, our thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers on this weekend in prep for this. So hopefully you're going to get a ton more. But I'm going to challenge our people watching. I can speak strong because I'm 45. All right. So watch out. So if I was young, I couldn't speak like this. But I'm just going to tell people, listen, if you do not tell young people, older people about this, I'm just going to challenge you. You have no right to complain about what's happening to our society, what's happening to our youth. This is a prime example right now of what someone is doing young to change the world. And by the way, she's done all this. She's gotten a ton of attention. She's motivated. I mean, I just had on the screen who's all coming. Oh my gosh, you have everyone from Gino Wickman to just name some of the people. You got an Olympic athlete. What do you have?
So we have Lisa Moser. She was Miss Ohio, and then we have down to Noah Holleran, and he's a teen author and a Kentucky University athlete. We have Ariana Rodriguez. She's out in Arizona, and she's a dual enrollment student, and she has like tons of wisdom on that. Even just from the topics. Who else do we have? We have Nikki. She's a business coach, and hers is so good, like diving deep into that. Renee Vendor, so amazing.
Yes.
We had there, but there's so many people.
And let's just guess who's the youngest. You don't say their name, but what's the age?
I'd probably say 15.
Okay, so 15 all the way to how old do you think? Let me just take a guess. We won't insult anybody, but 60? All right, cool. We'll say 65. So you have 15 to 65-year-olds, and they're all coming around this topic that teens should not be the ones being influenced.
Mm-hmm.
They should be the ones that are influencing. And I don't know of a better cause. I mean, we sit here, we complain about the Oscars, the Grammys, the Instagram, the TikToks. You know, there's a lot of, quote, older people that just complain. And not everyone, because I'm looking at the speakers and they're all jumping in with us. Oh my gosh, they're the heroes. These other young people, you know. In fact, I'm going to show my screen because I have your whole little amazing slide here. But I just want people to see how many people are involved in this thing. And then I'm going to challenge you and say that I believe when you care about young people, I'm just going to say it, and you might say, show me the Bible verse for that. But I'm going to say, when you care for younger people, God cares for you in a special way. And you might say, well, give me the advice. Okay, show me the verse. All right, what about the verse where Jesus is telling his disciples to basically shut up? Because if you remember that, they're like, hey, young people, way. The master's got really important things to do. And Jesus basically says to the disciples, you better let them get ahead. The least are the most important in the kingdom. And so I'm just telling you right now that this summit could save lives. There could be young people that are saying, what's the point of life anymore? No one sees me. No one cares. I get bullied 24/7. Brant, unlike our day where we could go home if people were bullying, they have it 24/7. And teens need hope. And so I'm going to challenge people, share this right now. Okay. We are helping Kira launch Teenfluencer, which is a movement. And tell us about it. What is it about, Kira?
Well, the overall concept is like teens stepping out in a world pressing in, because there's so much influence pressing into us, and we can become the influencers, because no matter what, whether you do something or not, you're influencing someone. So just like teaching teens that like they have an impact, whether they're following the crowd or not, like that's impacting someone. And just giving them that concept that they're not alone. Like we talk about conversations like relationships, then we go all the way to comparison. And then we talk about investing into yourself, what it looks like to do that. There's so many different aspects of if a teen can realize that they're not the only one facing this. They didn't do this by themselves. Someone else has already done this. And if they can get the advice and the confidence to believe in who they are, there's so many like information, so many things they can compare on social media that's just like one swipe away, and they constantly are just digging themselves into a hole. So if we get in the hole with them and bring a rope and help them get out, that is like the best thing we can do.
Oh, that's great imagery. I love that. Brant, why did you say, because I know you've spent a ton of time equipping Kira to do an online summit. You're kind of amazing at that. It's one of your superpowers. So Brant, tell us where people can find out more about you, your books. You have young people books. And then why did you invest time in Kira?
Well, the big thing is I'm less worried about them finding more about me than jumping into this Teenfluencer Summit. That being said, I am an author. I'm in the process of writing a fantasy series of 7 books, the Band of Fire series, which is designed for youth and young adults to help them understand one thing, that they are truly extraordinary. And the reason I did this, I'm a father of 11 children, and I've watched them be influenced. I've watched them be bullied, for lack of a better way of saying it, where they're actually saying, well, you're too smart, or you're not like the rest of us. You need to fit into this box. You need to do that. And I'm going, no, every single one of us was born extraordinary. So when I saw Kira's message and the way she was coming out, I says, okay, I need to help get this out, because everybody needs to understand what Kira understands, that you are extraordinary. You were born to do extraordinary things, and you've forgotten. And so you need to step into that role and not try to be like everybody else, not try to be normal, average, or ordinary, but be that teenfluencer, that influence that can change the world. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Kira, how does it feel to have adults who believe in you? And I'm gonna show people that there's quite a few. I mean, when we talk about people believing in you, you're going to see it here in a moment. But what has that done for your own sake of confidence?
Well, I mean, when someone believes in you, it really helps you continue to believe in yourself. And I think that's one thing that teens are trying to figure out is like, who am I, blah, blah, blah. And when someone else believes in you, you're able to believe easier in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, then you just activate the next level. And just having like so many people just investing into a teen is really going to bring them to the next level, because you never know what your impact on a teen could have. I mean, all of us have that one person where we think back, like, if they hadn't said that to me, if they hadn't given me that chance, then I wouldn't be who I am. So as an adult, it's almost like your responsibility to find a teen and invest into them, because that's really going to bring them to the next level, and it's going to change their lives. And then they're going to change so many other lives. So once they become an adult, they know that, well, I want to invest into a teen as well. And instead of going into a cycle, we start building upon each other.
That is awesome. I remember as a young kid, I would always be in the church pretty much because I had to be, because my dad was a pastor. But I remember sometimes older people would say on a Sunday night, let's have all the teenagers stand up and let's pray for them. And I'll tell you what, man, that meant the world to me. It did. You know, I remember my youth group leaders, Dale and Dee. Okay, I remember Carl Munsmeyer, a guy believing in me. I'll never forget these things. And that's why I'm so jazzed about helping young people, because I believe that all it takes is one word of encouragement. I'm going to also challenge some people today. Although the summit is free, so the summit is absolutely free.
Yes.
Kira has created a VIP ticket. And the VIP ticket, we're going to hear about it in a moment. I bought the VIP ticket myself. Okay.
Yes.
And listen, there haven't been many VIP tickets sold. And I'm sitting here and I'm going to say, you know what? Come on now, folks. We buy cable, we buy Wi-Fi, we buy smartphones. Look, I told you, I'll say it again. I'm not getting a dime from this. It's costing the Igniting Souls. It's costing Brandt's business money. We believe in this because we believe in youth. And I want to challenge everybody here today to say, if you're watching this, if you're seeing this, number one, share it. Number two, tag a teen. Number three, tag a parent of a teen. Number four, tag a teacher of a teen. I mean, what if we had school systems say, you know what, instead of teaching people sex education next week, we're going to actually pipe in some Olympic champions who have overcome amazing hurdles. You know, this is the type of teaching, folks, that we need to hear. We have Tina. What's Tina's thing called? Something about like Culture Mom or something?
Yes.
Something like that. So there's adults in here that are giving of their time. They're not getting paid. They're saying, we believe in this thing so much. We believe in Kara. We believe in her book coming out, Teenfluencer. We believe in young people. And so I want people to drop the links. Michelle, if you can drop the links, teenfluencersummit.com. You're going to be able to sign up for free. You can invite 1,000 people. They can all get in free. And after you get in free, you can upgrade. And I upgraded because I don't want to miss out. But what are they going to get, Kara, if they upgrade?
Okay, I have a whole list because it's long. It's amazing. But first off, a lot of the speakers, including Doug Fitzgerald, he's giving away 5 of his brand new books, One Shot, One Life. Okay, I am currently reading it. And then there's so many other things that are going to be given away. But we have the very first thing is you become a Teenfluencer Nation founder, which means in the very front of the Teenfluencer Nation book, you're going to get your name in it as a founder, which also comes with that is that's only a limited edition. So you have to be a VIP by the first day of the summit.
By the end of the first day, correct?
At the end of it, yes. And then what else you'll get with that?
So before you go on, I need people to understand, but I don't think people really understand what she just did. She's actually spent all this time and she's doing all this stuff to get this book out there. And what she's going to do is publish you as one of the teenfluencers that have helped create this book. So
that's awesome.
By signing, and the good news is that you don't have to be a teen to do it. So you say, oh, I want to be a teenfluencer. So I'm going to sign up so that my name can be in the front of her book so that when they say, oh, these are the individuals that really are teenfluencers, it's a huge deal. The truth is, if we says, okay, you've got to pay this much money to be part of this initial mission, most of us wouldn't even think about it. But you're saying, well, do I have to really pay for a VIP upgrade? Yes, because even if that's the only thing you get, it's worth it. And now she's going to say, well, she's going to over deliver. She's going to say, okay, let me give you more than just that.
Yes. And then what else comes with the founder is that we're going to be doing a deep dive call into the framework of the course. So basically, we'll be going through every single chapter of the book, and the VIPs and founders will be there, and we'll just dive in and talk, and your wisdom will be shared, and we'll just have a really amazing conversation there, and that'll be kind of the course, which will come out later for purchases and people to really dive into it. The next thing you'll get is, of course, we all love merch, so you'll get a Teenfluencer Nation merch pack, and that'll be amazing. Then special access to daily Q&As at the summit. So basically some of the speakers, I'll be there every single day at 5 o'clock. We'll be going on Zoom and just talking about all the stuff that we learned at the summit that day. Then, of course, we're going to give away Kary Oberbrunner's book, Unhackable, because that is something we all need to get our hands on. I've read it. It's an amazing book about closing the gap between dreaming and doing. And then you need a copy of Teenfluencer Nation. So I'll be giving the VIPs a digital copy of Teenfluencer Nation, but we still have more. And for the VIP members, we're going to be having a day 5 training. So that means on day 5, we'll just be talking. Some of the speakers will be joining us. It'll be amazing. That's only for VIPs. And then, of course, there's the extra bonuses from a lot of the speakers. There's books. There's just like quizzes. There's all of these amazing things. I know Daphne Smith is going to be giving us something crazy.
And
awesome.
You get access to these forever.
Yep.
Because they go away. So you're saying, okay, wait, that was a really good speaker. I want to listen to it again. 48 hours after it's released, It goes away forever. Unless, of course, we decide to release the summit again for some reason. But really, you lose it forever. You don't get to see it again unless you're VIP. And with VIP, I believe, Kira, right now, they get it forever.
Yes, they do. Forever.
So I'm thinking teachers. I'm thinking parents. I'm thinking youth pastors. I'm thinking of coaches. I mean, how cool would it be for a coach to say, you know what, next season, before each practice, we're going to put on 5-10 minutes of the Teenfluencer Summit, and people are going to be able to really tap into practical leadership development for young people. I mean, that's amazing. So if you have any nieces, nephews, grandkids, if you're a parent, if you are a big brother, big sister, in the program, you need to get Teenfluencer. You need to sign up now. You need to tag somebody. And why are we doing this? Because, folks, here's my smartphone. 24/7, young people are being influenced, saying you got to look like this, you got to wear this, you got to speak like that, you got to do this, you got to follow that. And they're being pushed into a mold. What's your subtitle, Kira? Squeezing in, pressing in. What's that whole thing?
Standing out in a world pressing in.
Standing out in a world pressing in. Look, somebody just upgraded to VIP. Congratulations to Ricky. That's awesome. Brant, what else? I know we got about 3 more minutes. What else?
I was just going to say, I was wondering, if everybody's okay if we over deliver a little bit more on this for them.
As long as I don't have to shave my head. Oh wait, already did.
No, I was just going to say, one of the big problems that I've seen with teens, and Kara can correct me if this isn't the case, but a lot of times people are trying to figure out how to be happy. Mm-hmm. Right? That's one of the problems that people run into. They're going, okay, I want to be happy. And so they're saying, well, do I need to join this? I need to do that. So what I'm going to throw in, only for individuals that sign up for VIP before it starts. So from this information, I'm going to throw in my happiness course to how to be happy, how to choose to be happy in your life.
Fantastic.
This is a brand new course. It's never been released. Nobody's ever been able to buy it yet, which means you'll be in the very first course.
Wow.
And what we will do as part of this course, and Kira doesn't know this, but I'm going to actually make her be part of this. We're going to pull Kira in as we talk about some of these different things, and she and I will discuss some of these principles. So I will teach the process, and then we'll bring her in on the back end and say, how is this going to affect you? How is this going to change you? Because she's never seen this course either.
Nope.
Fantastic.
So this is an extra. This is a bonus just for people that are on Kary's list, because they're going to be the only ones that know about it.
I love it. I love it. So here's what I love that. That's fantastic. I mean, so folks, the world today is popping pills, getting surgeries, all to be happy, truly. And we're using filters here. I know you teach on that. And we're saying we can bypass all that. We can bypass all that veneer, all that surface deep stuff, and be truly people who are connected to our creator, our core, and our community. Isn't there some kind of community group associated with this? Like, what happens when we join?
The VIPs there's going to be a private area for VIPs for the community, which will be the access area will be on my website. So that's going to be a really cool place where VIPs can come and like talk about the homework that's going to be happening during the summit, and not like school homework, guys. This is going to make you a better person, okay? It's for a purpose, not for the next class. But yes, it's going to be fantastic. And of course, there's awards, maybe even like a Starbucks card that might be given away. So if you like Starbucks, I mean, if you're like my sister, she'll go there every day. So there's just going to be fun like prizes and community. And that's what Teenfluencer also is really about, is just building that connection, because a lot of us lost it during like COVID and those years where we kind of like felt disconnected, but we have the opportunity and the technology to use social media and stuff in the right way. And that's just by building connections, because you never know what someone else's key might open a door for you in your life. And so if we're able to work together, that's going to be an amazing opportunity.
Awesome. So let me wrap this thing up by saying that this is the true story. I don't think I've ever shared this story publicly. When I was trying so hard to get published by a traditional publisher back when I was a young adult, trying hard. I mean, trying to show up at conferences and meet agents and publishers and all this stuff. Do you know how I finally got the deal, Brant? And I don't think you know this. I don't think
I've ever heard it.
No one's ever heard this story. My neighbor, who was in a wheelchair, who was a teenager and couldn't speak or move, I felt God telling me, you need to create a car wash for her as a fundraiser. And I'll tell you what, to be honest, I didn't want to do it. Okay. Because I'm like, what? I'm so busy. I don't have time for this car wash. What the heck? There's no glory in this. I mean, I just had a bad attitude. I'm just being real. Anyway, I said, okay, God, I'm going to do it. We had this car wash for this young lady in a wheelchair, teenager, still can't walk, talk to this day. And here's what happened. I finally got in with Zondervan. And I'm thinking, oh, how did I get in with Zondervan? How did they learn about me? Was it all my tweets, my blog, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, years later, I asked the woman, I said, hey, why'd you ever pick me? Was it because of my writing? She's like, no, it's because I saw you did a car wash for a teenager in a wheelchair. And wheelchairs have always been very important to me. In fact, I went to Africa to help people get out of wheelchairs. It's actually a ministry. And I was like, dang. And here's what the reminder taught me. When you do good for someone who cannot do good back to you, that's a true superstar. And right now, folks, I'm telling you that you might not ever get rewarded on this side of the planet for helping out a teenager. But I'm just telling you that God sees it all. And when we help the helpless, when we serve those who can't repay us, something amazing happens. And so, Kara, I'm just telling all the adults, I'm going to challenge all the adults here. I'm going to spend this weekend making videos and TikToks and all that crazy stuff for your Teenfluencer Summit and getting the emails out. But I'm going to challenge everybody. We need to come around Kara. She's spent hundreds of hours on planning and writing the book and doing this summit. And Brant has done so much as well. And go to teenfluencersummit.com right now. Kara, you get the last word, my friend.
Okay, well, I would just say also, Instagram is where I'm going to be at. So if you know it's me, I'm going to answer my DMs. So I want to be connected. I'm just not someone on the screen. So if they want to slide into my DMs and say hi, I'll be there. Also on Instagram, you can just see all of the speakers and just hear from their heart who they are and things like that as we announce them. But I am so excited, and I've learned so much from the Teenfluencer Summit already. It's really advanced my perspective on life and just considering everything. And there's going to be so much information. You're not going to be able to download it all in 48 hours. I'm just telling you guys that. I've sit there and listened to every single one, some of them, even 7 interviews in a day. And I need to go rewatch them just because of all of the gold and information that's going to be on it, because it's going to truly change your life if you sit there and grab it. You have to activate it. You have to take the information and implement it into your life. But it's for teens and adults. So I'm so excited, and just thank you, everyone, because this is just a huge, huge mission if we can get it into the hands of kids.
Awesome. Brant, thank you for your role in all this, and let's just share this live stream and the website with everybody, okay?
Yep, let's share it like crazy. Yep.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you.